When you look at this purple paper, pay attention to what it's asking you for so that while we're reading, you won't need to stop and hunt for it. You'll know right where to go. Here's the name of our story. This side is going to be summaries and predictions. This side is summaries and predictions. So make a smart guess. What could S1 be asking for? Summary 1, because that's what's going on this page, summaries. What do you think P1 is? Predicate. Wrong unit. Prediction 1. Guys, this page is set summaries and predictions. So S1 is summary, P1 is prediction. I will tell you when to write these. I probably will even tell you what to write. This first story, we're going to do pretty much all together. The next story, some of it I'll tell you the answers to. Some of it you're on your own. The third story, what do you think? Yeah, you're on your own. No help. So pay attention because everything we're doing now, you will keep doing for the other stories. The back side. What are we going to write about on this side? No. Setting and characters. This half, this whole left side, setting information. Class, what 2 question words does setting answer? Where and when. Excellent. So on our setting, we've got some where space. We've got some when space. And spoiler, there's a lot of information about the house that they're going to be in. Technically, it's a where, but I gave it its own section. But when you need to write about the house, do you know where to go? Hopefully. Characters. Show me on your fingers how many characters you think we are going to read about. Make a smart guess. We've been making predictions. Interesting predictions. Brooklyn, why do you say 2? Okay, so you're using the title as a guess? Why? Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, Caleb. There's 2 boxes. There's 2 sections. So there's 2 characters. Right now, everybody write Billy. Make your paper look like mine. Make your paper look like mine. And Brooklyn, you made a good prediction because the story is called Landlady. Yep, one of our characters is a landlady. We'll talk about it. Well, okay, fine. Let's talk about it now. You guys know what a landlord is? So use that information. Predict. What is a landlady? It's a landlord, just a lady. She owns the land that people rent from her. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think now landlord can be anybody, just like actor can be anybody. What? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's been your experience. So now that you know what the paper looks like, here's your job. You're just going to listen. This is story time. I'm not giving you the papers to follow along with. I just want you to sit, listen, and enjoy the story. I'll pause to discuss it and to take notes. I'll probably pause more than you would like. And for that, I'm not actually very sorry. Wow. That's how we're gonna understand. I'm not sorry. You just care about yourself. No, I don't care. I want you to understand, so I would think it would seem like I care about you. Oh my gosh, is this one scary? I don't know. Tyler asked if this was going to be scary. What is our unit called? Are you? It's not called Fear Factor. Sorry. I know. Facing fears. So perhaps, since people are going to be facing fears in this story, perhaps there is a scary element. Roald Dahl. Anybody ever heard of him? Anybody ever heard of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? James and the Giant Peach? Matilda? The BFG? The Twits? That's Roald Dahl. Guess what? This is not like those stories. Because it's the same guy. I don't know. That's a good question. Remember, these are the things we're paying attention to. Here's, again, what's on our paper. And now we begin. I'm going to read it to you. All you have to do is listen and watch the pictures. Thumbs up if you can handle that. Okay, I hope so. I'm going to read the first sentence of the story. One sentence. Your job is to just listen and watch. When we're done with that sentence, please be able to tell me setting and character. What are you going to tell me when I'm done reading the first sentence, Luke? Oh, setting and character. Okay, here we go. The Landlady. Billy Weaver had traveled down from London on the slow afternoon train, and with a change at Swindon on the way, by the time he got to Bath, it was about 9 o'clock in the evening, and the moon was coming up out of a clear, starry sky over the houses opposite the station entrance. That was one sentence. That was a long sentence. That's why we're stopping. Let's unpack that. The pictures. Here's the world. Here's us. I mentioned the town London. Raise your hand if you've heard of London. Anybody know where London is? Where do I go from here? Across the water? Over here? Yeah, this is Europe. Let's zoom into Europe. There's England. It is a country. Inside England are all these towns. Do you see London? Yes. Which one? Underneath Oxford. Yeah, the big pink one. So the story told us that Billy traveled from London to where? Did anyone catch that weird town? Booth? Close. Oh, what? Bath. He traveled from London on the slow afternoon train, and by the time he got to Bath, it was about 9 o'clock in the evening, and the moon was coming up out of a clear, starry sky over the houses opposite the station entrance. Back up. What did we just look at on the map?
He traveled
Bath.
London to Bath.
Okay, so where do you think our story is going to take place? Yeah, Bath, because that's where he ended up. You're a little confused. Ha ha ha. So on your paper, what side do we need to be on?
The other side.
The other side, correct. Correct. What have we found out? Okay, we know he's in Bath. Now, I don't want you to forget over the weekend what we were talking about. What can you give me any more information? Aiden? Aiden.
No.
He was in London. We're in Bath now. I'm telling you now, the story's happening in Bath. But is there any further information? Caden.
He traveled on the train.
He did. I want to know, where are we at now? If you tell me, oh, we're in Bath, I don't really know where that is. What?
Bath in England.
In England. Yes. Like sometimes when you write your address, do you write Kansas, comma, USA or Hayesville, comma, Kansas?
No, right.
They're in Bath, England. I don't know who names cities.
What school is that for them? I'm really wondering what school that for us. And your answer is
Okay, did you catch any part of when? Jarion? I know. We don't. I read quick. Tyson. 9 o'clock. Good. Is it 9 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night? Negative. It's in the It's in the night time, because what did they talk about? The moon. Yes, the moon would be 9 p.m. Yep. Okay. I'm going to keep reading. Oh, character. Did we confirm who we're talking about right now? We're talking about Billy or the landlady? Jarion? Billy. Yep. So good. We've got him. I'm gonna start again. We'll read 2 or 3 sentences this time. Watch the screen. And it will help you understand what we're talking about. I know. Yep, Bath is on the map. Billy Weaver had traveled down from London on the slow afternoon train, and by the time he got to Bath, it was about 9 o'clock in the evening, and the moon was coming up out of a clear, starry sky over the houses opposite the station entrance. But the air was deadly cold, and the wind was like a flat blade of ice on his cheeks. I said a word that we call a switch word, where things were going and they're going one way and things are happening and it all feels the same until you hear this switch word and then put it other direction. What was the switch word? Aiden? Yep. Guys, when you see a butt, look out. Your teacher is telling you, look out for butts. If there's a but, there's a switch happening. And you need to come to attention and figure out, okay, we're switching directions. Where are we going? Remember, you can go to your friend's house, but, what's coming?
You gotta clean up your house.
Yeah, you got to clean up. What about, put your thumbs up or down. You have no homework this weekend. Thumb up or down. Okay. Having no homework this weekend would be a thumbs up situation. What if I said, you have no homework this weekend, but what would your thumb feel like doing? Wah, wah. Something bad is coming. The but is, look out, here's a but. The but is, you need to take care of your missing work, my friends. That's the but.
I'm already doing it.
Let's try again. Thumbs up or down. We're having pizza for dinner. But, they were out of cheese. Like completely. Okay, your dad isn't coming home tomorrow. But he got on an earlier flight and was able to come home today. So in our story, thumbs up or down. Billy traveled on the train. He got there on a clear, starry night. The moon was coming up. Thumbs up or down. It's nice. Then what switch word do we hear? But, and then what do they tell us? It was deadly cold. Deadly cold. The wind was like blades of ice on his cheeks. That is a problem. It switched. That's it for day 1.
I'm going back to dance.